Intro to Theater, again, this was a face-to-face course, so I ended up doing a project which was less prescriptive than the last one I showed you. This one, we sort of brainstormed in class all of the things we needed to know to understand the play. So all the questions we had about the play, all the things we would need to research, all of that. So I wrote those things on the board, which obviously you probably can't do in an online course. But the next step to this is something you could easily do in your online course, which was then I created topics based on what we had brainstormed. And so I assigned people to different groups, and that's what you're seeing on the screen here. So group one had the topic, what does the creative team and or reviewers say about the production concept? What are the elements of the production to support this, right? So they had to go out and find the answers to those questions and put them on the shared Google document. So I gave all of the students access to be able to edit it and do whatever they wanted to it. Now, of course, that means that it's a bit of a chaotic mess, right? We have links that, it's not exactly clear where the links are. They're all different sizes. There's things like that. But what is great about this is students are they're finding the answers to their own questions using the internet. They're sharing it with their peers. And then the second part of this project was that then they needed to read the content links from at least two other groups and then respond to that. Here's the what I then had each student individually create a Google document that was shared with me, or they submitted it to me using the assignments function. And so page 1 was explain the research group you chose and why, summarize what you found in your research, explain how this changes your understanding of the play, and or explain how this changes your understanding of this particular production. Conclude with a basic reflection and analysis of the aspect of the play / design. So that was all supposed to be a 1-page sort of response. Then the second page response was pick another group's research topic, explain the research group you chose and why, summarize what you found in their research, explain how this changes your understanding of the play, so on and so forth. So this allowed students to sort of on a Google document, find resources, throw them together, and then they had a whole bunch of rich information to pull from. You could, stretch this out quite a bit, have them go through and read every link that was on there. Now, you would want to give them lots of time. This is not something you would want to assign all in 1 week. Pulling the information together would be a 1-week thing. And then reviewing that information the next week. Because otherwise you have to set up all these different deadlines within the week, which some students may not be able to do if they're caring for other people or if they're sick themselves or all of these things.